The Trail of Shards, Chapter 6, The Name. It turned out that Lisa was grounded, so after I explained to Genevieve about the willow, I went out alone. I had been forgiven completely, due to the fact that I had confessed. That afternoon, I went to the stables to visit the new colt. I stared at him. He was beautiful. He had a strong build and a silky coat. He could have been the best jousting mount in history if they hadn't come that night. He should have been. Should have. "Would you like to name him?" the stable hand asked from behind me. I spun around quickly, not realizing he was there. "He was born last night, but something tells me you already knew that." He was an old man, about 50. "You and your sister were here this morning?" "Correct." Yeah, my cousin, Lisa. I didn't realize anyone else had been there." "So, do you want to name him?" he offered again. "I'm sorry, but I could do no such thing. My mother wouldn't have it. She didn't believe in names," I explained. "I don't understand. What do you mean by didn't believe in names?" "Well, she felt that names were like commands to a dog. She didn't want to be summoned, and she didn't think it was right to refer to a wonderful person with a simple, dull word. She believed that the people deserved to discover their own title. That's why she refused to name me." He looked shocked. "So you don't have a name? Hasn't anyone given you a nickname?" I shook my head no. Nobody dares to disobey a dying mother's command. His eyes held pity. "How old were you?" he asked, questioning my mother's death. 7. 7 years old, when this very barn caught flame. I never dared come back here since. But I thought that the new colt was reason enough to come back, and it's about time that I made peace with that memory. "Well, I'm glad you've come. You seem like a very nice girl, and I'm sorry about your mother. But the new colt does need a name," he pushed. "Not from me. I'm sorry, but this place is where she made that final wish. I don't intend on undoing her will." I pushed even harder, refusing to disobey a dead mom. "I know, but perhaps you could help me see him." I looked up, realizing for the first time that the old man was blind. "Oh, well," I sputtered. He's solid black with a white spot on him. He's solid black with not a white spot on him. His eyes are like blue steel. They follow you like the waves of the ocean like the waves on an ocean shore. He is strong and has a decent amount of muscle. He could easily be a night's ride." The old man was looking at me, his eyes, watching me with make those observations. He wasn't blind at all. He had only been pretending. "Why would you fake being blind?" He smiled. "If I hadn't, you would never have told me your opinion." "Okay, but why would you want my opinion on what he looks?" "Look for yourself." I gestured to the colt. "Your words gave me an idea for his name. Steel." I was stunned. This man had just tricked me into naming the colt. Not many people can fool me like that. I was impressed. I even smiled. "You fooled me," I cried, still smiling. "I have done no such thing. You did not name him, you described him. I named him. You have not gone against your mother's will, and I'll not have you think it either." He was clever, so clever that I gave in. "So, his name is Steel, then?" I asked playfully. He nodded and smiled. I gave Steel a final pet, and then left the barn, still smiling myself. And that is the end of Chapter 6. So have a nice day, and tune in to Chapter 7. If you like it, leave a like on the video. It's really supportive. And thanks for watching.